Hello, how are you doing? It's day 3 of our 30-day challenge. Did you manage to actually play around, explore ChatGPT and Bard? Are you enjoying the exploration? Are you learning something? I hope you are. Yesterday, we've imported or copied, paste from a document and then asked ChatGPT or Bard to make a summary of that. What we are going to do today is see if they can give us a summary of a book. Sometimes somebody would recommend a book for you and say, okay, to you and say, okay, please read this book. And then Amazon's blurb is like not saying anything. So you cannot really decide whether you do want to read the book or buy the book. And maybe you don't want to open Google or Goodreads or anything else. It may also happen that you read a book for your CPD points, and now, as part of the form that you have to complete, you actually have to provide a summary of the book that you read, and then you would continue the form for your CPD points. Again, sometimes we just get stuck. So because it's a thick book, and then how do I summarize this book? And let's see if ChatGPT and or Bard can give us a starting point for such a summary. The same thing if you are maybe writing a newsletter or a blog or something, and you want to talk about a book, or you want to recommend a book. And you've read the book, you enjoyed the book, but now how to write a summary. And then sometimes there would be like a word limit, a 300 word limit or 500 word limit. And one can sometimes get stuck. So let's get out of the stuckness and see if Bard or ChatGPT can give us a summary, if that will help us to get unstuck, at least have something that we can start with. And remember, neither ChatGPT or Bard is supposed to do your work for you, but it can make your work easier. If you can get a summary, then you have a starting point. Then now you can delete a sentence, put something else in that is what is more important, add something that really spoke to you in that book or in that passage that you read. Um, and then remember, it's even here, Bard says Bard may display inaccurate or offensive information. Okay, so you still have to make sure that the information provided is in fact correct. So you are going to get caught out if you did not read the book and you provide. Okay, so again, it says may produce inaccurate information about people. Let me just see if I can move this thing a little bit. Places or facts. Okay, so if you did not read the book and you think you can then provide summary of a book that you've not read, remember you might be caught out because the information may be incorrect, and then you are going to be red-faced. So please still do your work, still read the book before you then ask the tools available to assist you. So let's start with that. Today, we usually start with ChatGPT. So today, let's start with Bard. And then let's say, Bard, can you give me a summary of the book, the A to Z of Self-Care Handbook for Social Workers? I'm going to copy this. No, okay, wait, let's, okay. Later, can you give me a 500-word summary? Because you now know that you only have space for so many words. So let's see what Bard gives us, if it can help us. This is not a brand new book, so if Bard has access to books, maybe it can give us something. Okay, so here it comes up with something. So it's saying it's a book for social workers and helping professions. So already it gives us that information. It's a comprehensive resource. Interesting. So it's giving us 26 chapters. So you may want to go and actually open the book on Amazon and make sure it has 26 chapters, one for each letter of the alphabet. There it gives us then the headings of the chapters. That is nice. And it continues to discuss what the book is all about. Okay, this looks very nice, very neat. I actually like this. So I didn't read the book. I don't know whether the information is correct, but I really like the summary. This is like so neat, and it almost reads easy if I quickly scan it like this. Now let's go to ChatGPT and give it the same information. And remember yesterday I said ChatGPT keeps your conversations. What I did notice now is that it didn't keep the summary of the PDF that we asked it to summarize. It didn't keep that summary. It kept the rest of the conversation, but not the summary. So that is interesting. And let's ask ChatGPT to give us a summary of this book. Okay. So note that it didn't mind that I called it Bard. So I'm sorry, ChatGPT. Okay, so it explains to us that it's not included in its training data. But then it gives us some information of what a self-care handbook for social workers might contain. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so this is now more giving us information about what you may want to include in a book about self-care. Okay, so it's interesting. In other words, Bard was able to give us, and I didn't read the book, so I don't have a clue if this information is correct. Anybody who read the book, please let us know. And then ChatGPT saying that no, I didn't read the book. So anybody who has the paid version of ChatGPT, let us know whether it was able to give us a summary. It would also be interesting to know that. Thank you guys. So again, explore. So if you have the paid version of ChatGPT, is it able to give you a summary of this book? And then this summary given by Bard, is it in fact correct if you read the book? Let me know. Thank you. Enjoy exploring. Bye bye. Okay, so I quickly opened the book that we asked Bard to summarize for us, this A to Z of self-care. And here is the A to Z entries: awareness, balance, connection, diet, exercise, F word fear, gratitude, humor, individualized, job satisfaction. Okay, so we see here that, in other words, it either has another book or it's giving us guesswork. So organization, wellness, optimism, quiet time, relaxation. Okay, so you see here that it has been guessing what is in the book. Okay, so there you have it. It's helpful. It may not be correct. Okay. Um, so do make sure that you actually read the book before you declare that what Bard is giving you is a summary of the book. There you have it, guys. AI is not yet perfect. We are still sure of our jobs. Have a lovely evening. Hello. So now I was not very impressed with either ChatGPT or Bard, as the one hallucinated and the other one straight out refused to assist me. But let's see. So I then went back to them and asked them about a classic. And we tried a 500-word summary of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. And this time, it very enthusiastically were able to provide me with a summary. So this is what Bard's summary look like, and it provides some sources. And remember, Bard give you different drafts. And there is that. And it's been a while since I've read the book, but this looks much better than the summary they gave now. That was pure made up hallucinations. This actually looks like how I remember the book to go, and you can regenerate a draft like I did when I clicked there. Okay, so there's another draft. Okay, and then it tells us what the book is about: the role of women in society, social class system, the Bennett family. So that is a draft. Okay, and then if we go to ChatGPT and we ask it the same question, here it says certainly, very enthusiastic this time to assist us with a book summary. And I actually liked ChatGPT's summary more than Bard's. Even though Bard gave me more options, I actually like this one more. Social class and personal growth. And I think that is the most important thing for me in the book, was that both parties actually had to go and grow personally before they could get together. What do you think? Is AI taking over our jobs yet? It seems not. So it is definitely not yet trained on contemporary works, seems like. Um, it wants to please us and then it makes up information which is totally not true. It seems that ChatGPT is getting better in saying, sorry, I don't know, than what Bard is doing. Um, but when it comes to the classics, it seems that it may be able to assist us. Maybe if you need to want a client to read an old classic, you can generate a summary of the book for her and say, you know what, I think this is why you need to read the book. Read this book, see how two people who we know will get together eventually and need to part for a while and grow personally before they can actually enter the relationship. Um, we get the same theme in other books also. Um, what is that 3 hour movie? They made a 3 hour movie out of that. Anyway, also two people that needed to grow personally before they could come together. So let me know, how's your exploration of AI going, especially Bard and ChatGPT? And it seems that one needs to work with these applications oneself. So, for example, the training I'm doing said one can get a summary of a book by using this app. So, by exploring the apps ourselves, we then find that maybe the old classics, but not more contemporary books. And I assume there are some reason for that, that they couldn't, there's maybe just too many books. Also, it might be that. But for some reason, it's not able to give us a summary of modern books. And we then also first-hand experience how it would come up with a response, guessing, doing pure guesswork. Thank you. Enjoy the exploration.